Okay, we're moving right along. First, a huge applause to you guys for doing a great job. This is a long semester and you're doing a really good job with the materials. So we are now on to Chapter 10, Employer-Sponsored Retirement Plans and Health Insurance Programs. As this entire course is designed around compensation and benefits that an organization can offer, long-term retirement plans and health insurance programs are an excellent way of recruiting and maintaining our employee base. First, we have to define what is a qualified plan and what is a non-qualified plan. The chapter does a tremendous job of really detailing all of the elements that are required for an organization to either have a qualified or non-qualified plan. I won't go through all 13 steps, but that is one of our learning objectives for the chapter, is to figure out what constitutes a qualified plan and what constitutes a non-qualified plan. Whether or not an employee is vested with the organization, accrual rules on how long an employee has to be with an organization for them to reach certain maximum percentages, all of that needs to adhere to, and that's what helps us figure out qualified versus non-qualified. So let's dig a little bit deeper into some of the meat of this chapter, defining benefits plans. What we would need to have for our organization is a defined benefits program so that we offer the same package to individuals regardless of their Title VII. Really, we want to make sure that whether they're male, female, they have a certain background, they have a cultural difference, it doesn't matter, that everyone is offered the same package if they hit these certain markers. So at 5 years, 10 years, you can access your 401k, your employer contributes $1 match. Whatever it is, we have to have something that is a defined benefits program that is available to all employees given that they fit this certain marker. So the concept is, and I'm sure everyone is familiar with a contribution plan, we just might not think of it in those terms. So when you're hired onto an organization, they give you 25 pages of all of these different things that an employer can offer, and employees don't always take advantage of it. The biggest one is a 401k. There are several organizations that will match you dime for dime, dollar for dollar. This is free money that can come to an employee. It's coming out of the employer's pocket, but has been set aside by the employer and accounted for. What tends to happen is that employees sign off, they don't take advantage, they don't take their own funds out of their paycheck to pay into this long-term savings account. Or if they ever sever their relationship with the employer, either on positive or negative terms, they don't retain the ability to manage those funds. So a lot of these funds are sitting out there floating with organizations that employees never take advantage of. So what are some different, what the textbook calls investment vehicles? What are some ways that we can give these monies, contribute back to our employees? Company stocks are an excellent option. Although I have to tell you, from a funny standpoint, I once worked at a hospital who was not doing very well profit-wise. And the best they could offer for a yearly compensation package was higher stock options, which was sort of a joke because the stock wasn't worth much, but it was all they had to offer. So that can be tremendous, company stock options. Diversified stock market funds, you might have an internal consultant that's working on your stock options for you. Government bonds, that's a safer way to go. Great options. And if we have a human resource department that can help our employees navigate the system, because a lot of this is Greek to them. They know, they've heard of a 401k, they know they need some sort of savings program. Maybe they are new to your organization, they're fresh out of college, they have 30, 40 years to build their investment portfolio, or maybe they are 10 years away from retirement and they really want to maximize that as quickly as possible. It's our job in human resources to help them navigate that system. Cash option plans, maybe at the end of the year, instead of taking a cash bonus, we can go ahead and offer our employees some stock options that can save in our overhead, and that also creates more valued interest with our employee, because they want to stay longer with us and we want to have some retention from them. Fee-for-service plans, out-of-pocket maximums, deductibles, insurance. Again, a lot of this means nothing to our employees, so we really want to help them through this process. Health insurance plans, we know that we have certain ones that are mandated by both federal and state. Depends on the number of employees that we have, whether or not we have to offer health insurance as an option for our employees. Major medical, HMOs, All of this, really, we want to sit down with our employees on an annual basis as we have open enrollment time and explain to them their options, help them look at, for $300, this gets you this type of coverage, for $200, you get this coverage, and help them make some of those strong decisions. Because health insurance is something you never want to be without. If we have the opportunity for our employees to be covered, we want to make sure and encourage them to do so. So the textbook discusses the different types of health insurance plans that are available. Flexible spending accounts, those are great. I've used them myself. So those are your pre-tax dollars at work. Flexible spending accounts are when you pull money out of your paycheck. You set aside $25, $50, $100 a month, and you can turn it around through a flexible spending account program and use those monies on a pre-tax basis. So that's a great way to save some money as well. Different type of prescription drug programs. A lot of this is new within the last 15, 20 years. And certainly with increased health costs, this is something that employees are looking at. They might be interested in a job that pays $2 an hour less, but it has great health benefits. Something to keep in mind. So make sure that you do your weekly question, you're doing your quiz. Let me know how things are going.